What's going on, YouTube? This your boy Romeo Trading back again for some more content. If you haven't already, subscribe, like, and I hope you have a reason to comment on today's video. Turn on notifications. Catch me on stocktwix.com, Romeo Trading, twitter.com, Romeo_trading, Instagram.com, Romeo_trading. Any donations, you can send them to my Cash App, $ Romeo Trading. You know, if you like my ideas and you're making a little money, you know, let's make this money together. Let's get into today's video. I want to keep some content going, so I want to jump back into it today. Let's see. I went over the SPY. Today is December the 13th. I went over the SPY already. I think we're gonna have kind of more consolidation, and maybe a slight pullback in the next week. You know, if you're looking at the daily, it can be kind of intimidating, with all the bars, you know, with all the small movements throughout the weeks and throughout the days, you know, kind of not understanding where the market's heading. This will help kind of give you an idea. As you see, you got a little buy set up here, right here on the moving average. So, you know, we could possibly get a small bounce. You know, we'll see come tomorrow. I just want to jump back into it, go over a few more ideas I had with you guys. So let's get it. You know, let's see here. I already went over ADT. My idea for that. Jump on ALDX. All right, went over this one as well in my previous video. I just kind of like how the bulls kind of stepped in right here after this big wide range red bar here. Bulls stepped up here, and it seemed like they trying to figure out what they want to do on this one. As you see, we ain't got no real big new low. Actually, we don't have a new low at all after this one right here that retested that 200 on the weekly. So you know, if we can get over this 745, 750 area, I think we'll have a nice upward push. You know, to keep moving on ALDX. Weekly chart, like I said, looks kind of choppy. It's hard to get a smooth idea on the weekly. Like I said, you got small, you know, kind of small targets here. I usually use my weekly chart to start a position, and then I add, you know, as I see the move going in my favor. But this is ALDX. Let's see my next idea. Ticker symbol AMRN. This one's kind of been down for a while. I just got my monthly on the past year. Right now, the month's kind of red right now. As we drill down a little bit more, we can see we're back at this little pivot high right here in this little area. I got my entry right over that high. So if we was to take out this pivot here on the weekly, that'll turn the month green, and hopefully we'll get a nice bullish push up into the month. Looking at the daily, see this pivot here. If you want to get a little bit more aggressive, we got a nice wide range green bar here, taking out this pivot. Like I said, we got a nice little pivot here. Want to get in, you can take a small position around about 510, maybe add as it get up to that pivot there. That's another little idea, like I said, above these moving averages here, right at the 20 period on the weekly. Now we're under the monthly, so you see the stock kind of got beaten down a lot. 150 all the way down. So yeah, the expectation is not, you know, to go to the moon. As you see, they done tried to go to the moon before and then got rejected back down. So we just looking for a move, maybe to get back up to that moving average, and you know, it may pull back. You know, we're not looking for huge targets, but you know, if we get lucky enough, we might get one. I'm gonna keep it moving. All these stocks are under $10, by the way. I should have stated that first time. I like stocks under $10, kind of a risk to reward type thing. With me, like I said, I'm starting these positions small, but if the position is moving in my favor, I like to take large. I start adding large position size to it. So, you know, if that was to happen and the stock kind of pulled back, it won't have that far to drop. you know, you at $5, you know, is less of a drop from 5 to 0 than going from 1,000 to 0 or 20 to 0. You know, it's a lot more. It can be a lot more damaging, you know, in my mind to it. I just try to keep it under $10. Get familiar with these $10 less stocks. I really don't do stocks under $1. But, you know, something may pop up and I may see an idea, but normally I normally just keep it under $10. I do trade stocks over $10. You know, if when I'm day trading, if my gap list is you know, kind of thin, ain't nothing going on, I up the dollar amount just to get some more ideas. Other than that, I'm gonna keep it going. We got ticker symbol ARCO, ARCO. Let's see here. Right, nice little bounce. On the monthly, we're gonna start from the top and work our way down. Got green, 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 red, red. We got a higher pivot here. It bounced right at the original buy area. And we're pushing up. Got the 20-period monthly here. So this might be a little area that we can get. If we can get over this little area, we could be in good shape here. We're over the 20 and 50 on the weekly. Nice little wide range green bar pushes out of that little resistance area. It is got rejected basically 3 times. 3 weeks in a row this area was rejected, this $5 area. Finally pushed over that area. Got in a nice little, it could be a resting bar, shakeout bar, doji bar, you know, however you want to call it. So the idea is to get over this bar, you know, get over that 550 area. I think that was the high. High was 547. So I just put me a small order here in at 550. So if we break that high, we could get a nice push up. If we do push up, we shouldn't drop back below, you know, this 525 area. Cause like I say, you know, the stock was up, it got beat down. You know, there's a lot of selling going on, but bulls also pushed it back up too. So you know, we just trying to see what the sentiment gonna be next week. If we drill down, if you want an even more aggressive entry, it's about the same. That's another reason why I like this idea so much. Because that entry it's gonna put you at the same way either way. So the entry is gonna reflect good on the daily and weekly time frame. You know, it's kind of like a failed sale setup. Because the sale setup is in a green month. So, you know, the buyers are in control this month. They're in control right now. So we're just trying to see how far they're gonna take us. So yeah, I like the daily as well. Breaking out of this 550 area, you know, putting a stop right up under this bar here. I put it as low as 525 just to give it some room based on the weekly. Could do 535 because that was the close, but just to give it a little bit, you know, 10 cents more room. You know, and it's, you know, if you depending on your trading plan, you can always, you know, change it up how you want to. I just like it, you know, broke out of this little trend here, pushed up, retested, pushed up again. So, you know, we got room to move up a little bit on this one. Like I said, the month's green, so it's another idea I like. Got some pattern boosters here, 20 over the 50. Like I say, got over that 200 SMA. So yeah, I really like this one as well. I probably ain't gonna be able to get through all of them, but hopefully these few, you know, can make you guys a couple of dollars if you take them. You know, I'm gonna keep it going. This one is ticker symbol AREC, AREC, I guess that's the name of it. Now this stock here doesn't have a lot of big movement. But like I say, starting with the top down, 20 moving average is slowly crept its way back under, so the trend could start turning up a little bit. Not much to see really on this one. Like I said, it's kind of shallow moving stock. We could get some big volume, over 200 million volume on this red bar. But as you see, the trend didn't fail. It's still pushing up. Probably had some little PR or something that happened then. So breaking it down to the weekly, got a nice little weekly buy setup here that triggered, pushed up, came back down, put in a nice little resting bar and bullied again. So if we can get back over 2, I think we got room to move up a little bit more. So yeah, that's another idea. Better. So yeah, over 2, like I say, green, red, resting bar. So back over 2. I think this would be a good little, idea. Even if we would have got in last week over this red bar, we would have been triggered in, and we would have rested right around this area. Stop would have been up under here. So we'll see if this continue to push forward. The high of this bar was 195. Came back up to 195. Still a good area. 195 will add, and probably add a little more once it breaks too. So that's a good idea based on the weekly. We drill down a little bit more on the daily. We got a push up, come back. Got somewhat of a downtrend here. If I can get a strong here. Got a little downtrend here. So with the pattern boosters, the 20 and the 50, and then we got the 200 on here. The trend is up, just about finding that support. So getting over that, like I said, that's the area there. Put in a little downtrend, basically just a rest. That's basically what last week was, resting period. Then if we continue to push up, we'll get over this area. Hopefully we push past 2 and get a nice little ascension going on. That's that idea on that one. Okay, so on to the next one. I'm gonna do this first little piece of the list here. ASMB, Assembly Bioscience Inc. That's ticker symbol ASMB. Now with the monthly, it's been down 5 months. So top and tail, red, doji, big red, narrow range red bar up under the 20, big wide range red bar. This to me would be an ending bar. So I think the stock is done going down for the moment, because it had a good little push down. Let me back out just a little bit more to take a look. Yeah, so the overall trend is definitely negative. As you see, this stock has been kind of falling for a while. Consolidated, move back up to the 30s, pull back down to the 5s. The 5s is normally a big area for stocks, especially stocks that have been up in the 20s and 30s and stuff like that. So that $5 area basically brings it down really into penny stock area. So seemed like a lot of volume here, so I'm pretty sure a lot of buyers stepped in this area to get some shares. We're gonna see how this one goes. All right, so drilling down to the weekly, see that wide range red bar there under some big volume. Got a little bullish green candle here right after that on some more big volume. So it could have been a lot of buyers eating up those shares down there at the bottom. Buyers are stepping up here. Slowly but surely, this stock has been putting in higher lows, going up. So over this red bar, I got a little order in. You see, we got higher highs, higher lows, kind of relatively equal high, higher low. So even though it put in this big red bar, to me that shows a sign that the move is over. So buyers may be pushing this back up, and honestly, a nice turnaround be if we push this all the way back up to 15. Now it's possible. Like I said, we got resistance up here. We got a nice sellers basically done beat it down. So I think we can move back up to 15. I probably won't be in it that long unless we just gap straight up to 15. But riding it, for over a month would kind of be out of the question for my style of trading. But hopefully we get a nice little move up higher this week. Based on the weekly, we got room up to the $15 area before we hit any main resistance. As you see, we can definitely feel for sure. Yeah, this was a gap down. As you see, the gap was 14 all the way down. So definitely we can feel that gap moving back up to the $14 area. So it's definitely possible. Drilling down the week on the daily, the stock moves kind of slow. So it's not giving me a good visual on the daily, based on how my how my moving averages and stuff is right now. But definitely, like I said, moved up under that moving average there to 20. And like I said, we got the 50 right here at the $10 area. So that would be my first area. Now if we gap over that, we might have room to run up to the $14 area if we can get over this $10 area. But I don't know if we're gonna be able to push through. We might have to gap over it, but we're gonna see what the money on the market makers want to do with that. Let me see. But yeah, that's that idea. I'm getting in right over this red bar here. High of that bar is 630. That close is 605. So that's another 25-cent stop on that one. So if you're risking $100 on this stock, 25 cent, that'll put you at 400 shares. I got half of that just to get that original entry. And if I see that it puts in a nice little new high over that and pull back, I'll probably add more as it pulls back to that same area. That's my trading plan on that. Hopefully that triggers Monday. We want to, I like for my stocks maybe to trigger Monday or get real close to triggering on Monday. It just shows that, the buyers are going to be in control that week. I like to see early activity for that type of control. So we'll get these last 4 out the way. I got plenty of ideas. I just skim through the list for the ideas, but I'll go over these last 4. CAPR Core Therapeutics, ticker symbol CAPR. Hold on 1 sec. 1 sec. Okay. Just uploaded my last video. Just want to make sure it posted. Anyway. So yeah, on this one here, we got CAPR. So based on the monthly, we definitely in a possible downtrend. Well, not really. I wouldn't say downtrend. We've kind of been going sideways. Green line is kind of just been riding the green line. Push up, resting bar, because we didn't really break lows. So I would call them resting bars when the stock isn't really getting pushed down. Then 2 months rest, buyer stepped in, pushed it up. Sellers or shorters or whoever came in, pushed it back down. Got some more rest in here. Low volume stuff. So, I'm looking for maybe another push up, maybe some, just some random PR. Maybe we get a nice push. Like I say, nice little block red bar here. Buyers didn't step in at all. So that's a good indication right there. Buyers, pushed it back up a little bit, got in. It seemed like they got in a little bit here, but on this month here, they didn't push up at all. So they start pushing up here last month. This month, let me see, the high of this bar is 480 for that month. So last month high is 480 for 478. Then this month done already hit 478. So that could be a small indication of a trigger for a buy setup. I would really put mine at 480 on the dot, not 478, just to give it that 2 cent. So that would be an area that's interesting to me, 480 area. On the weekly, we drill down to that weekly. We see, some consolidation. Got the weekly moving average, the 50 moving average right up under there. We could get a nice little breakout. Only thing that's kind of concerning is that red bar is kind of, it just really took out that green bar there. But like I say, the lows and the highs are fairly equal. So it could have just been some even, consolidating, some just people getting shares or whatever. Cause like I said, it's been kind of consolidating these past few weeks. Really ain't put in no new highs or new lows. We can get over this 480 area. Like I said, if we get a good push up and get over this 480 area, I think we'd be go on the higher time frames. Drilling down to the daily. This is kind of a bad look. With this sign being under the 50, 20, and 200 SMA. But you know, you never know what the market makers are gonna do. They could push it right back over. They could gap over all these lines, and you know, ain't no telling what could happen. But like I say, based on that big red bar on the weekly, and it dropping right up under all the moving averages, it is a little concerning. But like I say, our stop limit order won't get us in unless that price action gets us up back where we want to be at. So that's why I got it sitting at. It triggers. If it don't, I just delete it and we keep it moving. You know, you don't fall in love with the idea. If it don't hit our entry, we just don't get in it. Like I say, based on the monthly, that is a nice area we want to get over. That's what we're gonna look forward to. If it decide to continue to drop, then we're just gonna, you know, delete the idea and not worry about it until the next go around. Moving on. Like I said, this one, you know, this one may trigger, may not. It's falling below the moving averages, so you know, if we would have got a nice little push up here, back over that moving average, it could have stayed red, but pushed it back up maybe to the 460 area. You know, just bull stepping in. It would have been a little bit more appealing. But like I say, just based on that monthly, I would like it to get back over that area. So that's what we're going. Last three ideas. CRK. Let's RK. Okay, we just looking for this one really. It's the trend isn't really it's really in a downtrend really. We just waiting to see if it's gonna pop back over and turn bullish on the month. We just, you know, really just looking for a bull run on this one. You know, green, red, green, red. Got green and red. So it may just rest for the rest of the month, or it may turn bullish. This is kind of just a, you know, just a random idea really. This stock done went from 400 all the way down here, so not much. The expectation is definitely low on this one. You know, it's just one of the ones I saw that, you know, may or may not do something. We do have on the weekly, we do have a little consolidation here. We can get I got to get triggered in at 5 just in case we have a nice little push on Monday over here at 5. You know, it may do something, it may not. This one that you would just keep an eye on to see. You know, if it worked, we might take a little profit on it. Got a lot of resistance we got to get through, so we'll definitely need some big volume going into next week. You know, we did get almost 20 million, 18.4 million here Friday for this little doji here. So, you know, we might get a nice push over 5. We're gonna see more. Looking at the daily, like I said, we got some big resistance ahead of us. 50 SMA and that 200 SMA. So we're gonna see over 5. You know, we got a green bar taking out this red bar. Got this could be a resting bar here on prior support, resting on that 20 SMA. So we could get a push, get us over that 50, maybe bounce around in here. Hopefully we can get over that 200 SMA. And like I say, that entry, that open was at 496. So anything over 496 is gonna turn that month back green. Hopefully the bulls take over and really push the stock up a little bit. We can get some profits out of it. But you know, this one definitely has a lot of resistance ahead of it. Pivot, got some pivots here, pivots here. You know, it's definitely a rough road ahead for this stock, just based on the chart. We're gonna see if we can get, you know, a couple dollars out of it. Nothing too major. Next idea, CYH, ticker CYH. Let's see. I went from all the way down. You know, I don't really stay in companies too long. You know, I give them a week, maybe 2. But you know, you just never know with stocks holding them long term. You just never know what's gonna happen. Now this is what I like about this stock here. Got over the 20, got over the 50 on the monthly. Green. Only thing that's concerning about this, that volume right there and that push down, that close down here. Now bulls are still in control. So we could push back up at least to the $11 area. It's possible. You know, or we can slowly doji out. But we're gonna see as the weeks and the days and the weeks and stuff go on. Going to the weekly, we got now this is what I really like about it is, you know, instead of us just constantly just dropping and turning red on the month, they actually been kind of consolidating here. It's been going sideways, and that's what I really like about it. I don't know if it's gonna go sideways until the 20 SMA catches it. You know, it could be going sideways for a while. We can get a move up to kind of force that moving average to get up there a little bit quicker. I do like it over that area, the 890 area. I you know, and again I probably add at 950. We can really break out of that sideways trend. But we're gonna see how the months go. Like I said, with that big volume and that big pushback, could be a resting period, kind of a sell-off period, but we're gonna see. Like I said, I really like that sideways consolidation right over 8. Like, buyers are definitely down there at 8. So, you know, even if you want to nibble a little bit down here, it's kind of, you know, kind of risky. Because, you know, it could just break out and completely fail all the way back down $2. So, you know, I want to catch it on the way up, not on the way down. Looking at the daily, kind of get that same thing. You know, it's kind of a resting period. No new highs. The lows are relatively equal. You know, it's just kind of resting. It's kind of going sideways. I guess it's just trying to figure out what it's gonna do. If it decides to go up, I want to be a part of it. Decides to go down, just won't see it for a while. So, but yeah, that's my idea on CYH. Definitely has room to go. $10 area is where it rejected at, so it might try to make another push up over that $10 area. We're gonna see how it goes. I really follow the weekly charts. The monthly give me my buys as far as red bar, and then, you know, buyers stepping in for the month, sellers being in control of the month. I don't really want to be against the trend. Last idea that I'm gonna show you guys is DBVT. DBV Technologies. Let me see. Okay, what I like about this one is I like the volume last month. It gapped up and put in a nice little doji. So that's good. So the volume didn't let it put in a new low. It actually put in a new high and a new low. Even though the month closed green, kind of got to read in between the lines is what it did. Could have gapped up and pulled all the way back down to this $1.50 area, but it didn't. Tried to come back down, but it also bounced off of this support. Bounced off of that support, closed right in there. That's what I like about this one, that big volume there. So it definitely was some buyers that stepped in and wanted a piece. So this month, so if we was doing our weekly logic on this one, anything over the high of 286, so let's just say 290, kind of be a nice little buyer push up, based on how we do our weekly charts. So I really like the 290 area. And this month done already hit the 295 area. So, it's really done already triggered, our weekly idea. That's what I really like about it, is buyers could really step in, because buyers really haven't stepped in since April. So, it's been a lot of sellers or shorters in control on this stock. So buyers just decide to step in once, I'd be grateful for that. You know what I'm saying? So we can get back up to 6, that'll be fine. Ain't no big whoop. You get you a nice size position and get back up to 6, you should be good. These are just ideas. Drilling down to the weekly. This is what happened. The week, it gapped up on the week. So whatever happened that Monday, that's what pushed it up. Pretty much buyers stepped in down here, kept the price up, and buyers took over this week, riding that 20 for the weekly. Had a resting period here. Buyer gap down, buyer stepped in again to get it over that 20. Seller stepped in. So they really want to solidify this little resistance line here. So that's why I like my moving averages on different charts, because it kind of read the same on each no matter what time frame. Buyers really pushed up here, and then we got this upper range resting bar. So that's what I really like. So I would love to see buyers really just push this thing up come Monday morning, get it right up to 3. That's the idea. I got my order right here at 295. As soon as we break that high, we're gonna be in that trade, and we're gonna see how it works. With our stop right up under here, right around the 250 area, maybe a little less. Give it just a little room to shake out. But hopefully we get a nice push Monday. Like I say, after this resting bar. So I like these resting bars. Like I said, we could have got in here. We could have made, almost 40 cents on it. From the high of 252, about 30 cents. A little around 30 cents on that. But that's still a good little move. I don't shoot for $20 moves. You can. It's just just a longer game. It's not really my style of trading. But like I said, right over this red bar, you can get a nice little push up. I'll be happy with that. Let's see. And just drilling down to the daily. Even though it's been curving down, buyers are still accumulating shares here. That's what's interesting about this right here as well. So this could easily just this daily buy setup could easily trigger, get back up to that pivot high, $3. So that's what we're gonna look at to get. But I'm making this type of run on Monday. It's doable, but just expect maybe a resting day around that area of support. Like I said, if you want to get in super aggressive, you can get in down here. That fails, then that'll confirm that this is a sale setup. Stock may pull. Just kind of be mindful of that. A failed buy setup normally confirms a sell setup on a higher time frame. Checking this trade really because the month's green is showing bullish sentiment for the month. You got green over a moving average. You got a resting bar here. You can push over this resting bar with a nice uptrend. That'll be beautiful. So basically, when it's going down, you see every now and again you get that green bar in there, but the trend is still down. So that's what we're looking for on the way up. Green, rest, green, rest, and then want more green, push us on up. Moving average for the weekly is up here to 485. So that'll be a nice area to take profits at. We might have some resistance there. A lot of profit taken there, so just be mindful of that area. That's that idea for that one. So that'll be all I go over. I'm gonna scroll down the list here just so you can kind of see what else I got on here. DNK, ENBL, EURN, EVFM, FI, FSM, GEVO, GGAL, GLG, GNPX. I got plenty of ideas. HEPA, HIO, HL, HLX, INPX, LIZI, LQDA, MREO, MUX, NAT, OVID, PHAS, PIXY, PSLV, RIGL, RMTI, SIOX, SRGA, TCDA, TGB, TOPS, TOO, USAS, VKTX, and ZNGA, ZNGA. Those are all of my ideas under $10. Guys, want to join me on StockTwits, stocktwits.com/RomeoTrading, twitter.com/Romeo_trading. I'm on StockTwits almost every day, posting ideas. So join me there. Subscribe, like, comment for more content. I'm gonna be trying to put out content on a regular basis, daily, if not every other day. Grow my channel, grow the community. I really want to help everybody learn this stock market stuff. It's been a learning experience for me. I do this full time, so this is what I do. I want everybody that's interested in it to really get a nice little part of their brain, organized for learning this type of stuff, because this is a A lot of people are afraid of it. A lot of people don't understand it, but it's so much education out there. You just got to start somewhere. So definitely, like I say, jump in the comments. If you have any questions, concerns, feel free to send me a comment and I'll answer it as quick as possible. Follow the channel, support, share. See y'all next time.